I started my business around the beginning of the pandemic. I lost my job and then all of a sudden I felt really alone at home. So my husband surprised me with a puppy and actually made me think about all the puppies that are like in shelters and need our help. The only way that I know how to help dogs in shelters to find forever homes will be by making a product that I could sell and I can donate money to the shelters and also build up a platform to bring more awareness to the situation. All my bandanas are designed by independent artists and the fabric is actually printed in water-based ink. So I also try to help the environment while trying to help my community. When I started my company and my business, I have this big vision, but I have zero experience. So I tried to do the best I could with what I have. And I encountered so many problems because I couldn't actually communicate properly what was my mission. When I decided to actually apply for this project, for some reason, I just thought it was going to be, like an advice or like an email or like you go girl type of thing. But no, it's actually full on help. This is going to change a lot. Like they're going to actually help me grow so much.
I'm originally from Colombia. I actually started studying product design. I moved to Spain and started studying motion graphics, and that's my transition from like print and product, like a very tactile thing, to a more digital approach.
I wanted to incorporate like that category, like it's gonna be under the bandanas.
My first impression of Sylvia was she knows what she's doing. She's a businesswoman and she was contagious how passionate she is about this project.
It's gonna be more like a museum type of thing because the bandanas there are actually from like artists and they're gonna come with print. So it's gonna be a whole different thing.
The first task was to redesign the webpage and to rewrite some copies.
I had this idea in mind and I felt like I'm professional enough, but when you look at the website, it was like, it looks very amateur. Like she looks like it's just one person, which I am one person, but that's not what I want to portray.
I think she needed this outsider's perspective to be like, okay, I get which direction you want to take it. We just have to like bring it down to a simple concept and not try to convey so much. I am a very practical person. I'm like, we're gonna make it as easy for the user as possible. Something I really like they've done with Adobe fonts is just so intuitive and you can just like with one click just try different things. The workflow is just getting smoother and smoother.
It was hard at the beginning because it's like, this is my baby, you get like attached. And she showed me this mood board that what she has in mind, and she showed me the sketches for a new logo and how we're gonna transform my branding. And I think it's great. I was so excited. She showed me like 3 different options and I was like, oh, I really like that one. And she's like, okay, let's work with that one. It's very fun to work with her. It's very easy. Like we get along really well, actually.
It's kind of like the first iterations of the logo we made, defining how it would look with different applications. And at the end, we ended up with this one.
The paw reminds me of the recycling logo. I don't know, it gives it like an organic feeling, like scrapbooky. You can actually see, and the first thing that comes to mind is like, oh, this is like handmade. It's still me, but like better.
Nuggie Paw Shop is a humor that is like very friendly.
It's very nice to see what you're doing from the point of view of another person. She opened my eyes a lot, like in a lot of things that I didn't pay attention before because that's not what I do. I'm not a graphic designer.
I think I'm most proud of the simplicity of the design. We had such a broad concept and like to bring it down to a simple logo that can convey so much. I have no doubt her business is gonna keep growing because it's about the community, and I think people now more than ever after COVID is like, we're really trying to help each other out.
My website looks so well put together, like and more professional than what I had. I feel more confident like in reaching out to bigger stores and trying to sell my product and my brand. It was a very, very good experience. I'm very happy with everything that happened and very grateful. I think it's gonna open a lot of doors.